Hello, Taurus. It is Rebecca, Empathic Crow, and I am excited to do the June 2026 read, but it's timeless, so anytime it meets you could be a time when there's a message for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is a general reading. Private reads are always going to be more accurate because it's based on your energy, not the energy of the collective. So thank you, Taurus, because I have to say you blew me away last month. I posted the readings and then it was like there were 20 views and then there were 40 views, and I didn't look at the final count because I forget to do stuff like that. But thank you. I'm glad that message resonated with so many people. Thank you so much. All right, Taurus. It's right in front of me, and I'm really feeling called to start with the Oracle of Shadows and Light for this. I am trying to do a little bit shorter messages this month just because I'm having some, I'm a little bit older, so I'm having some arthritis pain. So we're just going to see where we land. All right, so Spirit, take a deep breath. I feel like I need to kind of ground myself here, and we will go forward. You've got I'm seeing a bright yellow light with green around it. So I'm seeing some solar plexus chakra with heart chakra around it, and we'll see what that means. So Spirit, what is the message for Taurus? What message is coming through for Taurus this time? We'll go ahead and take that one, but I'm feeling called to keep going. What is the message for Taurus? I know these gloves make my hands a little more clumsy, but as you see, Spirit says that's okay. All right, the first card is Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. The card number is 25, which breaks down to a 7. So Taurus, are you feeling kind of sassy? And if you're male, maybe you're feeling, randy, feisty? I don't know. But with this Sewer Maid, I'm hearing you're just feeling yourself. So if you're not, then maybe you should. And that kind of sounded weird because I'm an awkward person and I don't think before I speak. Well, I used to all the time, and I've learned to just be myself and just say things. And then if they sound weird, clean it up later, right? So anyway, the second one is 40, and it's Angel of Time, working too hard. And she does not look happy. But there are sunflowers, like her wings look like they are sunflowers. And that's bringing in that sense of joy. And then it's also autumn, so kind of a time where things slow down, where things get quieter. So I feel like with these two cards being very different energies, you got this mermaid over here, and she is just relaxed and also come hithering you. You have this other one who is very not doing that and very, like, I'm hearing the word uptight. So I feel like this is finding the balance between work and play, work and passion. That sacral chakra, I'm seeing the orange right now, the sacral chakra, play, intimacy, creativity, just relaxing and fully focusing on the things that you love, the things that make you you. So it's finding a balance, 333 on the clock, between those two things. Not fully having things be all, oh, now I'm hearing Jack Nicholson. Yeah. In The Shining, all work and no play. Not feeling like you're constantly on a time crunch and a time clock, but not always just being in this mode where things are just you focusing on your passions. That's what's coming through. Where are we going with this, Spirit? I feel like I'm hearing what's got you off balance is what I'm hearing. Oh, yeah. I want to take the gloves off, but I know I shouldn't. So we'll see what card dropped on the floor and if it's relevant or if it was just my hands. There it is. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Intimacy. Bonding, sensual, and confiding. So Taurus, if you've been in a season or a period of time or whatever where you feel like intimacy, sensuality, things like that have been pushed to the back burner, you're being called to get more into that playful, intimate, passionate mode. And I can't say what that looks like. It just depends on you and what you feel like that is for you. But we've got a fire here. And I heard keep the fires going. Keep the fires going. Let's see. Give me a little bit more, Spirit. With this intimacy, what does Taurus need to know? All right. We'll see if these work. I may have to take these gloves off. I know I could. I don't know where that noise came from. I wasn't touching anything, but that's okay. I totally forgot what I was saying because that was very distracting. I know I could spread the cards out and just choose them, but I really like this. This is fun. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if this is for you, I don't usually say that, but if this message is for you, seriously, 555 on the clock, it's time for a change. This change is coming from bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So it could even be that you're in a relationship or you were building a relationship, but there are words that are either came from now or the past that are making it harder for you to be intimate, whether that's actually when you're trying to be intimate or the desire to be intimate. And there may be things that you're clinging, holding on to, obsessing, or spying. And I feel like that spying's not part of it. I feel like with this clinging, holding on, and obsessing, that it's more like focusing so much on either the past or your perception of the past or the things that you want to a point where it's hard to move forward because what you want may not actually exist, or at least it doesn't exist now. And the card that came out after that is Foundation, Established Family and Security. So with this, I'm seeing two things. The first thing that I saw was, this is what, if you're in this energy, this is what you need to establish, is that foundation, security, or this is what you need in the relationship. If you feel like there are words from the past that have made it to where it's hard for you to really feel as passionate and want to be intimate as before, then it's either establishing reconnection or even evaluating, is that something that can happen? And then the other piece of it is, especially for you, Taurus, but for anyone and with any placements in Taurus, right? But for any of us, there is this desire to have comfort. And so sometimes, even when we don't have the passion, the intimacy, and you're not always going to have that in a way that looks like what you thought it would, because people may get sick sometimes, or, whatever happens. And it's being able to decide, what does this actually look like for me? And how do I balance this and this? Or is it enough? Is it okay? All right, Taurus, let's see where we're going, because this has, last time I feel like it felt like calling out. What was last time? I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, it was something about, I hear it, ducking and dodging, and it was something about kind of trying to avoid the conversation. This doesn't feel necessarily like it's trying to avoid the conversation. It's just trying to decide what you want, like what really is your comfort level versus what it is right now. So if that doesn't resonate with you, that isn't what this reading isn't for you, because that's what's coming through. Let's go to, I want to go to a tarot deck, but I'm not feeling the ones that I have out. Let's go to the Inspired Neon Tarot. All right, so I'm going to have to shuffle. We'll see how this goes. It's difficult because you can even be comfortable with something for a little while, and then over time you realize it's not working. Like, especially when there's that bitterness, and initially you may not even see it, but there are those moments where as humans we're triggered back. Those flew out at me. We're triggered back into our vulnerabilities and insecurities, and those would be the times when things like this bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words come back. And it may not even be with whoever you're in a relationship with. So it does feel like this is a relationship reading, if you haven't picked up on that so far. So the two cards that came out, and one is definitely in reverse, even though I don't reverse my cards. We've got the Magician, and this Magician, I say, always looks less like the person who has all the tools and things like that to manifest, but more like the illusionist or the magician who's trying to distract you and something else is going on. And I heard, what aren't you seeing? And this doesn't even mean that somebody's doing anything, that it is a mentalist situation. It's like, what I heard, what fears aren't you facing? Like, is there something that you're worried about when it comes to? And the Four of Wands is what came out in reverse. I think that's the Four of Wands. I didn't look at it a lot. Yeah, the Four of Wands. In the relationship, notice that on this particular Four of Wands, there's a couple and they're dancing. They're dancing. And one of the things I've noticed on this card before, I think, is that one of them looks more interested than the other. And I think that's because the woman is just looking across and you can't see it very well in this light. And the man is like full focused looking at her. So when it comes to that, it feels like I'm hearing, you've lost that love and feeling. And I'm seeing like the Top Gun scene, if you're familiar with that, where Tom Cruise and I can't think of his name right now, but his character was Goose. So Maverick and Goose are singing that song. And it doesn't even mean that the love can't be there. It's just this, and it has felt like that. And I don't know if I've communicated that throughout the reading, is that it's 11:55 on the clock when I was looking up trying to think. It's not that it can't necessarily work. It's just that it doesn't feel passionate. It doesn't feel like what you want it to. Whatever passionate and intimate means to you, it feels like right now I'm seeing like somebody just wrapped in all these blankets, but not to the point of comfort, to the point of suffocation. It was 12:22 when I was trying to say that it just feels heavy instead of light. And not that relationships are always going to be light, but it feels like I can't breathe. I can't, like, I literally feel like I can't breathe right now, and that's not me. It feels stifling. Did I say that? I think I said suffocating. So Taurus, what is the guidance here? Let's go to, I was going to go to Intuitive Whispers, but we're going to go to Angels and Auras deck by Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. So Spirit, what is the guidance here for Taurus? I say as it flips, and it is see the humor, 33, which brings down to a 6. So when this is balanced, we look at levity, perspective, wisdom, and playfulness. And maybe you're missing that playfulness and those witty banters or conversations that feel really comfortable and they flow. And when it's an unbalance, things are too serious. Perspectives are different. There's negativity. You may even be grumpy. So if this is the way you're feeling, Taurus, Spirit is saying, we got to see the humor. Bring some humor into the situation. Sometimes that helps open the conversation. It, makes it to where maybe it's not as heavy, like that suffocating feeling, or feeling like I don't even know where to start this conversation. How do we move forward? Because it just, you're in that negativity. Your perspective is so serious that it's hard to, especially with that grumpy, this bitterness, if there's been the harsh words or hurtful words, how do I say this without hurting someone else or me coming out from a space where I'm speaking and reacting from my hurt inner child, my hurt self? All right. Spirit has me picking up a lot of cards today. So here's our final card, Taurus, and I hope this is helpful. 21, which breaks down to a 3. Energy healing, holistic, well-being, thriving, and vibrant. Those are the things to focus on. Even if that's that you get an energy healing. I do offer, I'm not very good at saying things like this. I do offer a distance Reiki. You can send me a message or look at the service to know more about that. But it's not necessarily even that you get energy healing. It's that you're focusing on your energy and working on that healing of situations, relationships, your own inner being, 1515 on the clock, whatever it is for you. Because when this is out of balance, our ideas may be antiquated. We may neglect ourselves. We may feel lethargic and we feel kind of malaise. And notice that even with the sewer maid, you may feel like you're just constantly a maid. Maybe that's part of it. You feel like your worth and value isn't being appreciated, the things that you do. And that's a conversation that sometimes we have to initiate. And we also have to ask ourselves, how can I stop doing all the things, delegate responsibility, ask for help? That's a hard one because we feel like I shouldn't have to ask for help, but sometimes we have to just put it out there. Not everybody is thinking through all the things like some of us do. So your sensuality is beautiful, but you may feel like you're just existing. And so Taurus, it's time to stop existing and allow yourself to focus on your energy. Here. Focus on your energy, focus on what you want, and to ask for it or to think about ways that you can bring it back into your life. Bring in some humor. Humor is very healing. All right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. If you would like a private reading to explore your personal situation and energy, those are available. I have a limited number each week, but I do have live virtual sessions available. And I also have times where you can purchase, I hate saying things like that, but you can book to get a recorded reading and you'll get a private link that you can go back to, watch at your convenience, all of the things. So thank you so much, Taurus. And again, thank you for May and all the views. I'm glad that that really resonated with you. I love the comments and I appreciate the subscribes, all the things that help the messages get to more people, because I want people to get messages that are helpful to them. So yeah, I'm a little awkward right now because I'm trying to do the short thing, right? Take care, Taurus, and I hope to see you again in July. Bye.